Welcome.
And welcome to the show. I am your host, Joey Wobbs. That's Mr. Link. Welcome to Wabbslink, episode 20. Can't believe we're at 20 episodes already. To be honest, when I wrote down 20 as the episode, I was like, God damn, we've actually done 20 of these things already, man. Like,
we're at 20. I swear we were at 16 the other day, bro. That's crazy.
Nah, we were at 19. Our last episode was 19. I check every single time I go too. It's like to make sure that it's the right episode number. I check every time. And hey, we're at episode 20, my man.
There we go.
So
I love it.
Long may it continue.
Man.
This is one of the shows This is one of the shows I just love doing. To be honest, I just really do love doing this show. It's one of my favorite shows. To be able to be a part of every single week. I just like talking to you, and then slowly but surely, like the chat starts to pick up as our shows go along. And I'm just happy that we're doing something on a weekly basis, and it's always a good time with you, man. I enjoy this show. So let's get to it. I'm gonna give you the floor a little bit more to start because I have a little bit more to say, I'm sure, than you do. I'm not too sure how you want to approach your game. I didn't get to watch your game as much as I got to watch my game, of course. But yeah, man, tell me about what's going on. What happened in the Forest game and what your thoughts are.
Bro, my chest and my matter-of-fact way of speaking of my team isn't getting me in trouble, but it deserves me criticized way. And we just weren't good enough. Like, we played well in the second half. We had like a good overall performance because we didn't get the result. And there's a lot of things that went into it. You can say we were unfortunate. Sellers had a great game. Murillo had Ola Aina had a great game. But you go into Forest, it's an away ground. We know how it is for people to come to Anfield. We go to Forest, we come out popping, and then we make one mistake and we get scored on. As small a mistake it is, that's the one thing you can't do. You can't do that. And so all the other stuff that happened after July.
Do you think? Let me ask you a quick question because I look at the stats here, and do you think it's a lack of clinicalness, or do you think it was just Cells just being unbelievable?
A little bit of both. A little bit of both. I say a little bit, but it's a lot of the case of Salah. Salah had a howler.
That was going to be my next question. So if you want to get into Salah right away, you can. But that was going to be my next question.
And you don't usually touch on the Salah hazard debate too much, and for obvious reasons, because we go back and forth on us trying to get it to the same point. I mentioned that to say Salah's strength, and I think we've said this on the show before, is in his ability to produce output. He's lethal. If you get him the ball there, he will produce something in one way or another.
But you have to get him in his spots for him to be really lethal. I feel like you have to get him in his spots, like outside on the wing, on the run, cutting inside.
Or
like you have to give him. You have to give him
the right half space.
Yep. I mean, even to be honest, that whole entire space on the wide area, like if you don't double him up, he's a problem. Like it's just a fact of it. It's just if you don't double him up over there, he normally is a problem. But the reason why I ask it is this: is it coming to that time of year with Salah that you're starting to see a bit of a drop off? Like this is something I feel like happens with him frequently, and that's the only reason why I ask this. Is around this time of year, AFCON or not, right? It normally is a somewhat of a drop off in Salah's game, and he picks it back up. There's years where he picks it back up, but it feels like he starts really fast, and then this is like what tends to happen after Christmas. Like, and we make fun and jokes with the Christmas post, but it's it's like it's not necessarily the Christmas posting about Christmas, but like it's his play after Christmas that we consistently see, right? Like I just feel like he doesn't impact games as much as he was earlier in the season, and and this is me not even seeing the game. This is me just what I've heard from your other Liverpool supporters who I've watched from after the game. Like this is what I've heard he just wasn't good. So I ask it in the sense of this: is it just normal Salah and he's just not having output, or is it overall performance in general that just is just not there? Like, or is the performance there and then the output's just not there at this current moment? Like, where do you land him in those categories?
So that's the thing, and that's kind of where I was going with the first part where I mentioned Salah versus Hazard, is that because of Salah playing well, especially at this age, it's gotta be in the middle. So like he played badly because he wasn't able to final third. You see what I'm saying? Like he didn't have a good game, but if he would have got out there with an goal, it would have been differently spoke about. Or if he would have got out of there,
did he have like opportunities to score and he just missed?
He had numerous opportunities to score.
Okay.
He had numerous opportunities to score. And it's not to point a finger of blame at him, but he was in the 50-50 that we lost. That ended up losing. So it's like you can
in the goal that ended up in the goal.
Yeah, their goal.
Okay.
And so the goal wasn't Salah's matter of fact, but he was still involved in that, and we did end up losing the ball and getting countered on from the result of that. So he had chances. He had one of them. Ola Aina made a good a goal line clearance off of, so it was unfortunate.
He's good, man. That guy is good, and I'm happy for him.
He was so calm in possession. Yeah, finally. I feel like yeah. No, definitely will.
I'm just happy he's getting the opportunity to play this ball because he's always been a good player. He just never had the opportunity to really show it. Like that was just my opinion on him. But how many fucking right backs can we produce at Cobham? You know what I'm saying? How many? There's so many of them. It's like half the league has one of our right backs. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I'm being serious. Literally, if you go through it, there's 5 teams. It's like at least 5 or 6 teams that have one of our fullbacks from our academy.
In Newcastle, was it Villa, something else, Southampton?
Brighton.
I'm just naming.
Brighton has Lamptey. Ola Aina. Newcastle has 2, obviously. Yeah. So, all right. So I guess my last question that I had for you, with Arsenal winning today, what do you think that it's a real race, or do you think like it's more a race between you and like it's just you and yourself really? It's only yourself that you have to worry about as you do your
shout out to Forrest. Yes,
yeah, Forrest is really well, man.
No, yeah.
I think Newcastle's as long as Isak's healthy, Newcastle's gonna be a problem, bro.
Yeah, Newcastle's gonna keep.
As long as Isak's healthy, they're gonna be a problem.
Yeah. So it's more of just do our thing. We're gonna
something. I do wanna highlight something about like each team that's in the top 4 right now. Each team in the top 4 has 2 goal scorers that are pretty consistent. If you look at it that way, like you
more or less.
Arsenal's goal scorer is Gabriel and Saka technically.
Yeah.
As bad as that is, but that's what it is. Gabriel is the one that's scoring the goals right now. So, and then they got Chris Wood, and it's Chris Wood, and at least one of their wingers is always scoring. And then I think Alanga has like 6 or 7 goals. But they're defensively, that team is a different story because they play defensive football. And then when you have a guy like, and then Newcastle got Gordon and Isak. City is just
Romero's scoring.
Really, it's just Holland right now. And then even Holland's not doing that well. I don't think City's gonna. I think everybody, the way that everyone's talking about City right now, and the way that they're worried about City is just overblown. I don't think that there's
worried about City?
And I'll get to City in a bit,
that?
but let's talk about Chelsea for a second. So we went and played Bournemouth, and Bournemouth is a tricky team. Like if anybody tells you otherwise, they're just lying. There's so many teams, so many of the top teams lost to Bournemouth this year. But there's just this consistency of the last 5 games. I feel like I'm watching the same game over and over and over again for the last 5 games. We destroy fucking teams in the first half. Outside of the Ipswich game, right? Like I'll move Ipswich to the side in this sense. But outside of the Ipswich, bro, we are killing teams in the first half. We are absolutely annihilating teams in the first half. But Nico Jackson, bro, we got 2 fantastic creators if people don't realize it. And really, we have 4 creators. Like any striker with a sense of ego would be feasted with the team that we have. Between Enzo, between Jaden and Neto putting in crosses in, between Palmer, like even Madueke at times can be a creator, but he's just so trash. So tired of this guy. Like, and
told you Madueke was trash. But go ahead,
bro. But I know he's trash. I've never said he wasn't anything but trash. But he's an average player, bro. He's an average fucking player, bro. And like a above average fullback, put him in his pocket. Let's just put it that's an excellent fullback, put him in his pocket. That's what it is. That's what it is. I mean, as soon as Neto came on, he got spun twice. But who am I to say this manager just makes subs at fucking 80th minute every single week? Back to the point. We've been killing teams, bro. We've been killing teams. I'm talking like that first half might have been one of the best first halves that I've seen performance-wise. Like goal-scoring opportunities, just galore. The type of dominance, the type of pressing, like everything about that first half, bro, was dominant. Except one motherfucker. And even in then, he created the goal for Palmer. Great turn, but I don't know what the fuck Zarbani was doing in that moment. Like it was just awful defense. It was good. As much as people want to give him credit for the turn, that was just terrible defense.
He should have never got out.
It was like 2 or 3 guys around him, and he just turns left and is gone. Huh?
Yeah, it was 3 people. It was I
just don't understand how he was just terrible defense. But good on him for making the turn in the pass. Like he did his job. But bro, we can't have everybody on the team be creators, and then Cole Palmer can be the only person to score. I'm just being. That's what it is. That's what it is. Everyone on the team is a creator. You bring Madueke in because he's a goal-scoring winger, right? He's getting locked up by the fucking he's arguably one of the best defensive fullbacks in the fucking league, if not the world, at this current moment. The way that Kirkes is playing, one of the most athletic and one of the most sound defensive fullbacks in this league and in all of Europe. That's what it is. So like, you weren't getting change from that side. It is what it is. But other places need to get change. And when it's my striker 3 feet from goal and he shoots it low, like I just don't understand, bro. Here's the thing. I go back to
Are you talking about the header?
Football. I played football, right? I played football. You played football, Link. Why are you shooting it low 3 feet from goal? It's the only place he can save it. It's literally the only spot the goalkeeper can save it. You roof that bitch. They teach you to roof that bitch. I sit here and I wonder, who taught this guy to play striker? Who taught this guy ball striking? Really? Because, bro, it's not even a striker. If we had a ball striker, if we had a guy who, if the ball is at his feet, he's kicking it and it goes at a speed that's not fucking my fucking 15-year-old cousin could kick at. My 15-year-old cousin can fucking roof the ball. Watch this kid play striker. Well, like, why? Why is it that we have this kid? And this is gonna be a little bit more of a rant from this because there's more to it. Okay, there's more to it. There's levels.
I got food. Go ahead.
There's levels to it. Okay, there's levels to this shit. Why? Why has it been 18 months with just this guy? Can someone explain that to me? 18 months, it's just been this guy. And he has not been, he played 10 games as a striker before he showed up at this fucking club. 10 games. I'm going to ask you, I want the Chelsea fans in this chat. How many goals have you seen from Nico Jackson that were in the air? The ball is in the air. How many of them he scored where the ball level was higher than the knee? Higher than the knee, I'm talking. If it's not from a deflected his head, even some of his headers, they go down. Most of them go down. Because that's the only way he knows how to head. He only knows how to head it down. He has one this year from Leicester. Thank you, Artur. I already knew the answer to that. Thank you. He has one against Leicester. All the rest of the goals are below knee level. I watched it. I watched every single goal from this year. Every single goal is below knee level. What does that tell you? Bro never did a squat in his life. Like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? I got bigger thighs than this guy. I stopped playing football almost 10 years ago.
Bro, you don't got to go like that.
What are we talking about here, son? Straight up, yo, I swear to God, 19-year-old Matthias Tell puts 2 goals away in that game yesterday. 19-year-old Matthias Tell puts 2 goals away in that game yesterday. And I am only saying that because we're linked with them. Only saying that because 19-year-old Matthias Tell, who plays winger, scores 2 goals yesterday. What does that tell you? He's not fucking good enough. He's not good enough. I've been screaming. I made this channel based off of getting Victor Olsen. I've literally made this channel over, I think we're getting Victor Olsen. 18 months we've been sitting without another striker. One guy who actually never played striker in his life, learning on the job, who can't kick a ball higher than anybody's knees.
Big up, Lewis.
What are we talking about here? What are we actually talking about here? Like, every single week, bro, every week, I sit here and I say, this guy should have scored that chance. Every week, bro. Every week. Even in the games that he scores in. It's like, he should have had 2. He should have had 2. Like, I I just don't understand how we got here. I don't understand. It's been like we act like my club has always had even if they fail, bro, we had a plethora. Even if those guys failed, when it was DDA at the helm, they tried to replace DDA with fucking everybody. Everybody they tried to replace DDA. They tried to replace DDA with everybody and their mothers. I swear to God. Shevchenko, Crespo, Nelson, fucking Torres. Bro, how many more? I can keep DD, they try to replace. Why can't we have another option? For fuck's sake. Why? Why in all hell do we sit here as a supposed big club without a real striker? The only one is an 18-year-old you. He actually played striker. This Jackson never played striker before coming to our club. And we're saying we're going to develop him. Good. Develop him. But underneath someone who's going to fucking give us goals. I don't want you to sell fucking Jackson. Why? For what? Sell Jackson for what? There's no need to sell Jackson. But he shouldn't be the only one. Because when this happens, who do we go to? Christopher Nkunku?
Mm-hmm.
Poor Christopher Nkunku, that fucking kid. We did this kid so fucking dirty. We did this dude so fucking dirty. I can call him a kid. I'm 5 years older than him. Fuck it. We did the kid so dirty. Bro, we did him so dirty. One of my favorite players in football comes to my club and we do him dirty. Because he won't play Cole Palmer on the right way.
Yeah.
Where
he refuses to play Cole. He refuses to play Cole on the right.
Yep. He refuses to play Cole on the right. You play Cole on the right, then we actually have some other goal scoring options. Think about it. Zhao wants to shoot every time he gets the ball.
Yeah.
And you give Zhao 3 opportunities, one of them's going in. If you give him 3, 1 will go in. Okay? And all he needs is ball at feet. He don't need anybody to do anything for him. He doesn't need to. If it's to me now, bro, you got to give him a shot up there. At this point, you got to.
But this is
if you're not going to buy a striker, you have to.
Yeah. That's the thing. You have to.
You're not going to buy one. You have to, bro. You have to play Jallo. You have to give it a shot. He's the only other ball striker we have that I'm like, okay, he could actually roster him. From 3 feet out, he's putting it in the corner, bro. I promise you. The chance that Jackson had, if it falls to Felix 3 feet out, he's putting it in the corner. He's too technical not to miss that. From 3 feet out, bro. No, Jackson hits it low and soft. His specialty. Low and soft. That's the specialty, bro. Low and soft. That's all he got. Low and soft. That's all he got. Pause.
But look, this maybe I'm playing devil's advocate before you yell at me. Maybe the board, Maresca a little bit. When he said that you guys were in the title race, maybe the lack of transfer activity in the is kind of trying to level expectations for the squad to allow them to slowly progress, because for form looked like you were in a title race, and I
am okay with what Maresca's doing. Okay, I like. Only thing the guy could do better is make subs quicker. So only thing he can do better, in my opinion.
But no, I'm not criticizing Maresca.
All this on Maresca, bro. He coached a 4-0 in the first half.
This isn't on Maresca. Nothing.
Joey. I don't want to kill the guy, but What are we gonna do when a guy misses that many chances in the first half?
No, I'm just saying. With it kind of it builds off the point to play Felix or Nkunku up top since Jackson isn't working. But I'm saying maybe you haven't gone to splurge the top dollar on Osimhen because make sure that the expectations of the squad aren't ahead of the actual current ability of the squad. Right now, your squad is progressing at a natural, good rate. You guys will be in a title race next year for sure, in my opinion. Right? You guys are a little bit up and down on this year, the top four race, but you're going to figure it out up in top four, definitely, in my opinion. So I'm asking if you think the lack of investment in the striker position is kind of like when a team doesn't go for a big trade or something because they want to level expectations of the squad, ease pressure on the squad, and make the fans not be so expecting of the squad. Because if you do buy that striker, then you like we were talking about, then you're expecting or be in the title race. But if the striker comes in and you don't do well,
that's not necessarily true. Okay. That's not necessarily true.
That's fair.
There's
nothing to do with Maresca.
Like, here's the thing, right? Like, the only reason I say that, right, is before the season starts, right? Before the season starts, we go in for 3 different strikers. Okay, we go in for 3 different strikers: Duran, Omeridian, and Osimhen. We get none. So they all know that there was a need there. And regardless on who they would have gotten, the goal was just to get back in the Champions League. Like this Conference League, go win it. Because it's there, the team levels that you're up against, it's like regardless, as long as fucking even, I mean, we might lose that if Jackson don't score goals, bro. Like, that's straight up. Like, we don't show up against one of these teams that, like, one Braga or some shit like that. They'll come around and scum a fucking win from us. Like that's what it is. That's what it is. Like, if they don't go and say, here's a player that's 21 years old that's played striker. They want Delap? Let it be fucking Delap. Okay? I don't care who the fuck it is, Link. Because I want these fucking directors to die on the sword that they fucking put up. This is their last fucking sword that they get. The striker. That's it. This is it, in my opinion. They fucked up this entire window. They're selling everybody from the fucking window that we bought this window. KEH, Tosin's for sale. Like, the entire window's gone. The only ones left are Neto and Felix. They still didn't get a striker, by the way. They spent money on these other faggots that excuse my language, excuse me, I didn't want to say that word. They spent money on these other assholes that they went and they went and did. They did that. And then we sat without another striker for another 6 months. We needed a striker last January when Nico was in fucking AFCON. I don't understand. How do you plan a team, look at the team, say, oh, we don't got a striker? During the January when we don't have a striker at all last year, bro. We might as well not have a fucking striker right now. Because he's playing like a fucking 10 the way that he's playing. That's all he can do. Drop deep and fucking score the goal. Bro, this is every week. Every week for the last 5 weeks, I've been saying the same shit. Every week for the last 5 weeks, I've been saying 18 fucking months we've gone without a striker. Without a striker. 18 months. This kid is not a striker. He doesn't play striker for his national team. Doesn't even play striker for his national team, bro.
Who's the top for Senegal right now, bro? Is it Abubakar? I'm tripping. No.
Omega. You want to know what's funny about that? We own him too. He plays for Strasbourg. We actually own that player who starts for Senegal, and we play the backup striker for Senegal, who plays winger most of the time for Senegal.
Wait, who's the striker? I'm sorry.
Omega.
His
name is Omega. It's Omega.
And
we own the player. He is in under our books. Literally. Bro, it's actually mind-boggling. This is the most mind. We own a player, right? Who's on our books, who starts for Senegal. Okay? And our starting only option at striker plays left wing, is the backup left wing, and the backup striker for Senegal. Our sister club has the starting striker. Can someone explain that to me? Not even
politics, man.
Bro, I don't give a fuck about the politics. It's because he can't hit the ball over someone's knees. That's why. If I was the Senegalese fucking coach, I wouldn't start him either.
Archer said it's a different guy.
All right, whatever. Fucking whatever. I made the mistake. Whatever, bro. This whole shit is like, it's a bad joke. It's a bad joke, bro. It's actually a bad joke. It's a bad joke, bro.
The New Yorker news coming out,
bro. They went and got, bro, some of the best creators in world football. And we got no one to feed the ball to. No one. Bro. Between Neto crossing, Sancho's crossing, Palmer's creation through the middle, there should be no reasons a guy that has a bit of ego, a guy that has a bit of ego wouldn't be able to eat. I wouldn't be able to eat.
Yo, go sign Chris Wood, bro. Stop playing. Bring Chris Wood. Nah, you should get the lap, though.
30 goals a year, bro, with our team. 30. He would have 30. 30, bro. 30, bro. Bro, I'm not even
Chris
joking.
Wood's gonna be Chris Wood. Hey, if y'all don't figure it out,
I'm not even joking, bro. The way that this team creates for people, all you need is one guy to be able to. Bro,
just put the ball in the back of the net.
3 yards out, bro. 3 yards out.
You say that.
Twice.
We've seen multiple people. We've seen multiple people do that in the last couple of weeks, bro. You say that. No, you say that, but we've seen multiple people do it.
Why does it have to be my striker, though?
Bro, can't answer for you. That I can't answer for you. Oh,
why does it have to be my striker? Because my striker decided. I'm telling you, bro. Someone go watch Jackson's compilation of goals. And not one of the goals goes past someone's fucking knee. Yo, big up, never a foul, son. Big up, never a foul.
Yo.
Welcome. Yo, welcome everybody from Never a Foul. Make sure if you haven't before, hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm going a little crazy over striker shit, like I've been for the last 10 months now. But yeah, like this whole thing for me, bro. This whole thing for me is just like it's like we're cursed, bro. It's like we're cursed at the striker position. I swear to God, I've been thinking about it for a while. We're cursed. We've been cursed at the striker position since we sold our souls for that fucking first Champions League, bro. We sold our soul at the striker position for that first Champions League, bro.
for that damn.
Yeah, I know Diego Costa came in and he was good. We sold our souls, bro. That juju just took a bit to hit. That's all it was. Like the judge came fucking 4 years later, 5 years later. It is what it is. Yo, Aaron London, if you don't shut your goddamn mouth, I'll shut it for you. That's my channel, boy. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. You got Kai Havertz in your fucking squad. You missed 3-yard chances as much as anybody else in this fucking league. Don't come with me. Do not come to me, son. I'm not my channel, bro. Anyways, hit the like button, everybody. Yo, Ator, do me a favor, son. If he starts yelling again, just do me a favor, bro. Son, just make sure do me a favor. Big up everybody in the chat, son. Big up everyone in the chat, bro. Big up. Big up. Big up. Big up, Wolves. Big up, Love United, Hate the Ops. I see it, Love United, Hate the Ops every time. Our boy Chills.
Chills.
Yeah, our boy Chills. That's just our boy. That's me and that's the homie. Yeah, bro, yes, I am rattled. Fuck you mean I am rattled. Fuck you mean I am rattled. I actually am rattled. Fuck, bro. I am. Yeah, I am. I'm pissed. I'm pissed, bro. I need us. Link. Let's talk about transfers, bro. Because I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose it, son. I'm gonna lose it. Go ahead and you do. Let me give me one second. Son. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. You go ahead and start your thing.
What's up, y'all? It's Mr. Link on here, chilling, solo show. Looking like Joey's ABI, you know. But transfers. While Joey's not here, I can really vent. Yo, Salah, this is not how you get a new contract. This is not how you get a new contract. So all this, posting tweets and having, interviews after the game, that shit was sweet while you wasn't getting game winners in the first half of the season. But the problem is with you are betting on yourself. You need to continue to produce. So do this again. They're going to keep playing with your money.
Coming back, bro. I think Van Dijk's the one that just stays, and then you guys are just going to be SOL.
It could be the case. It could be the case.
But I've been saying that. But like, I said that since the beginning.
Only Van Dijk would say?
Yeah.
I've said that since the beginning. 3.
I thought Salah was the one that was on the brink, right? Like that leveler because he's playing so well. But I always thought Van Dijk wasn't going anywhere, and I knew Trent was always going to be that. But I had this with Salah. I knew this can stay up for a while. Actually, this can stay up for a while. Yo, I'm gonna hashtag my tweets with that, son. I'm gonna be so real.
No,
I'm pissed,
people
bro.
Are betting on themselves and losing right now.
And you know what?
That's a good thing to keep up. People are betting on themselves and losing. Jackson was talking all that shit about John Obi Mikel. Bro, why are you saying we need another striker? I take it as disrespect. Now John Obi Mikel is looking at his in 5th place, like, But if I say something, People are betting on themselves. They need to figure it out, bro, for a couple different players.
Yo, make sure you hit the like button, people. Make sure you in here, you hitting the like button. Please and thank you. I don't normally ask for likes, but please and thank you.
Yo, big up, Steve.
Where's that tweet? I need that hashtag back. Here it is,
right about it. Mikel Obi was right.
Big up for coming through. We appreciate you. One love.
Big up.
Yo,
One love.
Here's the thing, son. Here's the thing.
Let me move out of the way of the car.
I just want it to be known this, right? I just want it to be known this. At the beginning of this season, Isak went 6 games straight without scoring a goal. And it sounded like Eddie Howe was going to get kicked out. Now he started kicking back into gear. The problem with that is this. Isak's never been a guy who's been able to play 38 games. Never. Not one time in his entire career has he been able to last an entire season. So they're one injury away from this whole thing falling apart, and it's Gordon up top. Like, it really is that. It's how long can this guy stay alive? Because historically they haven't been able to keep him alive. No one has. Okay, so with Nico, I'm not saying that he's going to be where Isak is, but the same thing Newcastle needs to do is the same thing we need to do. We need to get another option. They need to get another option, not because you want to replace Isak, but if something happens to Fool, or you need them to get a break, you need him to get a break, and you need somebody else to come in. You need him to score goals. It's the same thing. We can't be relying on one striker. I am not sitting here and saying that there's a perfect answer at striker right now, right? There really isn't a perfect answer, right? But no matter how you look at it, right, you have to get another striker. You can't rely on one guy who's streaky. You just can't. You can't sit there and do that. So like, I'm just see, like, is it like, this is my boy. He knows exactly what we talking about. What, he's on the same boat as me. Like, he knows. Me and him talk all the time. Like, he knows exactly what I'm saying. I'm live. I've been doing these streams because I've been screaming for one for over a year, since last January, where Nico went to AFCON. We had no one. We were playing Palmer at false 9. We had no one. That's what they want. What happens if Nico gets hurt, bro? Then what? He's playing like shit, but what if he gets hurt? Then what? Poor planning. Again. Half the players that we bought last year, transfer talk, right? We're going to talk transfers now. Half the players we bought last year, this summer, they're being sold. Half of them that we bought last year. Tosin, KDH. Who else is it? Who else is there? They wanted to sell Viega. Now he didn't want to go. Who else?
Who was it? Didn't you add
the only ones is Felix and Neto. Only ones that are contributing at all, minutes-wise. But what did we need all year?
Those are the only two that were
a center back and a striker. Now what do we need in this window? A center back and a striker. I don't know how much more we have to say it. We've needed the same things for 3 windows. The same things. But here we are, looking at wingers, recalling Chalobah.
That there just rubs me the wrong way.
They should be fired just for that move in itself. The way they handled that move in itself, they should be fired. When Stanley and Stewart should be fired. Like, they need to be fired. This is total incompetence. This is total incompetence, bro. It's total incompetence. How do you go 3 fucking windows with the same fucking problems? 3 windows, the same problems. And you do replace everything else. You keep adding in other places for no reason. 3 windows, the same fucking 2 problems.
I think there has to.
They go and they get you, right? Fucking yeah. 3 put. They got Jorgensen. Hopefully this guy. Who knows what the fuck Jorgensen's gonna be? Who fucking knows? Because they don't play him. They don't play him.
I think I think there has to be a shift in the mindset of your recruitment team to where you're not recruiting, because I feel like you're still trying to recruit good assets that you can either increase the value or flip at a profit. I think at some point you need to say, all right, well, what can get us trophies again? Because right now I feel like it's still the LA Dodgers model of acquire the best value that can maximize profits in the future type business that you're doing. Because even Sancho kind of falls along those lines. Whereas
all of them do,
Sancho
bro.
now.
All of them do. Every single one of them was opportunistic in the end. If you look at even Neto at 50 million, the guy's supposed to go for more than 50 million. If you look at quality of player that has been in this league, he probably should have gone more than 50 million. Like Felix was swap with Gallagher. Sancho fucking stole him from Manchester United.
Right.
Yeah, Vaster. So basically, the way it works is this, okay? Right. The first few years of the way that the Dodgers, when they first bought the Dodgers, the first few years they bought players in the sense that they were going to use these players. They were going to use these players to build the team and then trade them off as assets towards better players. They bought in the sense of what they did was they built their B teams and their C teams. Like we use B teams, C teams, but these are actual teams that have stadiums that they play in, right? They build these teams and they build these assets. And then as these assets grow in these other leagues, these superstars who are in minuscule areas in the United States that don't have the type of visibility that the LA Dodgers have, they would go in and use those assets as trade bait to allow themselves to get the star that was just in a weird location, right? In a odd area of the United States. And they bring them to LA. The LA spotlight allows them to grow as a brand, right? And they build the brand within the LA market. And that's what they've done with that's what they're trying to do with that's what they're doing with Palmer at this current moment.
Yeah.
They're building the brand around Palmer within the London area. Okay? That's what they're going to try. They would have done it with Enzo if he didn't have the PR problem or the most recent PR problem. Caicedo, exactly. Caicedo's probably the next baby face that they'll use. Like these are things that they want to build these players' brands because in the end, it's going to allow themselves for the entire project to be worth more. Okay? So it's like it's not necessarily they want to sell these players off or use them to sell, but the entire Chelsea as a unit is worth more if they build the brand of these players up. AKA, if we
Varna, you got the idea.
We'll get Jordan, which will allow Jordan with whoever Jordan wants to pull, probably Palmer more than likely, and make a shoe for Palmer and make gear for Palmer and make gear for Chelsea. And then the brand just gets exposed, not just in Europe, but in the United States. So like that's the idea of it, right? That's the LA Dodger model. But the problem with what you're saying, right, is they never left themselves short in those years. That's the difference here. Is within this club, they did like at LA, it was always, they just weren't talented enough to win the title and they didn't have the pitching to do it. Like with this, we don't have a striker. You just decided not to buy one. You could buy every other position. You don't want to buy this one. You didn't want to give Victor Osimhen $225K a week. We wouldn't be here. We would be in second if we had Victor Osimhen at this current moment. We would be in second.
You'd probably be in first.
I'm not
be in first.
Hey,
we're dropping points, bro.
This thing is they want to build superstars. They want to build these superstars. They don't want to buy them. They want to build them.
Yeah. Yeah,
they don't want to buy them. They want to build them. That's the thing. When they should get the one guy in Nigeria everybody loves. They should have done that. It was the easiest brand deal ever. Easiest brand deal ever. Outside of Lookman, there's nobody else in Nigeria that's as beloved as Victor Osimhen in football. If you're looking for a brand deal, there ain't a better one. At the striker market, period. There's not one better brand deal that you can get in the striker market, period, better than Victor Osimhen. So, like, the whole brand side of it is like, to me, it's like they're trying to build these guys. They're not trying to buy brands. You know what I'm saying? But you buying Victor Osimhen changes this fucking team. If you get that guy, if you get this guy, bro, like mentality-wise, ferocity-wise, what he brings ego-wise, and the type of aerial threat that you bring, you change the game with this. These low blocks, what are they gonna do? You're gonna loft it up to my man's, and he's gonna dunk on you. Like, that's it. He's dunking on everybody in this league. I promise you, there ain't a fucking center back that's gonna hold them in the air. We've seen what VVD had to deal with for a fucking 2 ties against Napoli. Nobody's dealing with this guy. Nobody. But here we are, fucking playing games. Don't want to pay. For what? For what reason? Because you would have probably be in a title race if you had the guy. Dude, it's no brainer. Everybody sees it. We've all seen it for fucking. We've known it for a year, bro. This is the guy we need. But what do we do? Play around with our food. No one was gonna get him. He was there for us to just take. He ended up in fucking Turkey.
You know who's going to need a striker too?
And he ended up in Turkey.
You know who's going to need a striker
too? I wonder why I'm mad.
Yo, would you be if we sell Nunes for 85 and then go buy Osimhen?
If you did that, I just quit watching football, bro. I quit watching football, bro. I quit watching football. I quit. If I swear to God, I quit watching football if that fucking shit happens. I quit watching.
Luckily, I quit. Luckily,
bro, I swear to God, if they don't find a solution in this window, if it's Matthias Tell, bro, then hey, absolutely 100%. There's a reason. Here's the thing. This right here, Rose Hall wanted to leave to Newcastle because he's from the area. Okay, so that's first and foremost. By the way, both Dasasi and Badisha play center back, and you just named 2 fullbacks. So, sure, they are better. But Livramento had a ACL injury before he left for Southampton that we thought he was never going to be the same from. We loaned him out to Southampton. He had an ACL on loan, and then Southampton bought him after he has the ACL. So, I mean, I get where you're coming from, but yeah, Hall wanted to leave though. Yeah, I know Matthias Dallas 19 or 20. I get it, bro. These fucking sporting directors don't know anything but child trafficking. That's just what it is. They're child traffickers, bro. That's what they are. Bro. These fucking sporting directors are child traffickers.
You think
when Expression said that the first time, for the first time, because I stole it from Expressions. I'm not gonna sit here and fucking say I made it up myself. I stole it from Expressions. Fucking when Expression said that the first time, I was like, bro, you ain't wrong. Fuck, is he wrong? He's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Yeah. bro,
as for Matthias,
it's like
let me go on Twitter real quick and see if there's anything new, but I don't think there's anything
new. Of course, I don't have much about incoming because I was wrong.
Yeah, what about you? What is going on with your club, bro? Are we gonna see any movement?
No, bro. Honestly, currently, it's status quo for Liverpool. They're doing the same shit. You won't see an income guys unless someone else does something drastic, and the fan pressure gets turned up to the max. Unless that they're leaving and they want to try and get a positive spin on it. We're not doing anything in my eyes. Like I ever thought we would possibly be doing anything. But once again, FSG talks a big game and doesn't deliver. I don't doing anything right now. I know we have possible exits, but the strongest links are for players that aren't even currently at the club. Right? Important to decide. It's not the contract. Right? Harvey Elliott might leave, and I didn't say he would leave, but I've said from the day we started the show,
I told you
that. Yeah,
I told you Harvey Elliott would fit in this team.
Yeah, and all year how Harvey Elliott needs to be playing more. Well, sometimes the manager doesn't agree with players. That's okay. So Harvey Elliott, Ben Doak,
but you're not gonna bring nobody in.
Minimum 3.
There's nobody being brought in.
No, bro. Unless window, no one's coming in, bro. I don't see it. And even this is the thing. Even
what
if we do buy someone,
what if Nunez is sold?
If Nunez is sold, then you can see them buy 2 players. But Nunez would have to be sold.
You think that's what will trigger it? It has to be that to trigger it. Nunez being sold.
Nunez, yes. They have to reassess their budget and clear all of his name off before they're going to start making more moves for the future, because his contract's worth 100 mil right now. If you apply in transfer value and what's on it, I know we did the math on what the actual transfer would be, but the financial value of his contract right now, according to the CIES Observatory, whatever, is like 100 mil. Want that off the books, bro.
So that's why the 70 number didn't work out for you.
The 70, they want 85, bro. They want 85.
I know, but that's why when you said 7, when you told them, when they offered you 70, because you would have been taking at least a $20 million loss.
Correct. So we did buy someone. The strongest reports are for buying players that come in the summer. I don't know of any incomings in January that will happen. Even if we do agree, like the one guy that I've seen strongest links for is Somis, Stefanos Somis. I'm saying that wrong because he's Greek.
The Greek.
He's in the second division of Nuremberg. Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So Lawrence,
he's on loan too.
Video on him.
He's not even at his parent club right now. He's on loan.
Yeah, but he's on loan and he's going to go to Nuremberg after, because Nuremberg's spending 18 million this summer. Like, it was one of those loan to buy deals, and we're just trying to buy him the second it becomes official.
I see. Okay.
So yeah. So we're trying to buy him.
Nunez would have accepted Saudi either. That's kind of the other side of it.
No. The thing is, and I don't know if it's actually the reason why he wants to go, but his old Benfica manager is coaching in Saudi. That's
okay.
Why.
Yeah, you're right. I think I think I know here. Schmidt, Roger Schmidt, I think it's the name.
The manager is one of his old managers.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
it's Schmidt. They're up to that.
I think it's Roger Schmidt or something like that, but I'm saying his name mad English. It's Portuguese, but yeah.
Yeah. So
what about I saw Dorgu links today. I saw Dorgu links today for you guys.
Who?
Dorgu.
Why can't I think of who that is?
The Lecce fullback, the left back from the Danish left back that we.
Okay. Yeah, bro. Well, the Duflinks from Slavia Prague. I it's nice to see those players being linked, but like for me at this point, like I see like strong links. That's why I got so hyped about Kavicha because like we don't do anything. So like for me with transfers, it's like you know what I need. Like we Liverpool needs right now. The same way you talking about Chelsea, we need a left back, we need a future center back, and we need to figure out our strikers. And we need a backup 10 or a midfielder that
Yeah,
can.
but you at least have a
But like
striker. You got you
I know,
guys.
but I'm
You
just
got
saying
to
like in the
see.
idea we have players, but go ahead.
Nah, I mean, it's not as much of a need though. Like, is my point. It's not like Jota
It is
doesn't
a
come in
need,
and score goals for you.
but this is the thing. Jota is reliable only as long as he's on the field, right? And
Right.
like they're done with Nunes. The ownership is done with Nunes. Slot seems like he can't get something out of him. I'm fine with that. He doesn't fit into the side. So like if this whole next transitioning phase, you have to start it somewhere. You have like you can't just hold on to the bad quote unquote bad egg if the rest of the people are leaving. Like, there's no point in keeping Nunes and Elliott for slot if he doesn't think he's going to make them into something. If Salah and Trent are already out of the way, you know. So it's it's between a rock and a hard place right now because the fact that we're how the transition to be at, we can't rip the band-aid off because the wound doesn't look as bad as we first thought it was. Like
Gene, Miss Jean Grey, I've been telling this to him. I've been telling this to Link for a very long time. I'll read it to you. The madness about my club is we actually have 7 to 8 players out of contract in the next 18 months. Our club is a joke. And I agree. I don't know how in God's name you do something like this. Like planning wise to like it is crazy that you plan these contracts and so close together without like without a plan of some serious turnover. Like this is a ridiculous turnover. This is like more than a quarter of your squad. A third of your squad is just gone, literally, and has to be replaced. So,
but if you think
yeah, and then
about it,
everybody wants a salary bump. Yo, by the way, Vaster, these scouts, they don't do anything but play fucking Football Manager, bro. I'm totally convinced these scouts don't do anything but play Football Manager at Chelsea Football Club. Like,
bro,
everybody's a Football Manager guy.
They search for high
potential. Otto, they're all Football Manager guys, bro.
Wonder Kids.
Yeah, you want a team full of Wonder Kids. We literally playing Football Manager with Chelsea Football Club right now.
Have them Wonder Kids, bro. A lot of them.
It's not a bad resource.
It's supposed to lie on Football Manager 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
There's going to be a lot of change in Chelsea with this manager.
But there's going to be a lot of change at Liverpool.
They're going to stick with them. But, man, it's just such a sad fucking state of affairs with our football club, my football club, bro. Like, we could have had a year. I really did believe we could have had a really crazy year. Now it's like, fuck we doing? Sitting on our hands 16 days in.
Why the hell would we sign Gusto?
I mean, you're losing a fullback.
So this is the thing. Edwards is running the club, but I feel like Edwards is only getting in. Hughes isn't equipped enough. And it seems like he's not equipped enough in a lot of our negotiations that we're trying. So, like, at this point, I'm wondering of what Hughes is doing because he just seems out of his depth right now. We hear nothing. He's not. I don't see him impressed anymore. Like he's hiding behind slot, which I feel like isn't that what a manager's supposed to be doing, right? They say he's a head coach, but he's there because Hughes is just hiding in the shadows, not doing anything. Like Hughes isn't even on the
Scott's
Somi
bald ass
deal.
head's the shield, bro. That shit's the shield. That shit's
On the
shielding
Somi
everything.
deal.
You guys are in first place right now.
Barry Hunter. Barry Hunter is in Germany negotiating that deal, right? Edwards is trying to get the sale. So we're all asking, and you can see this on X everywhere. What the hell is Hughes doing right now? Because he's not negotiating contracts. I haven't heard anything, right? So what is he doing? What like we've been
you have an
told
anonymous
infrastructure's been
sporting
fixed for the
director, and
last
I
6
have 2
years.
sporting directors who are incompetent.
Like, and that's the thing. Do you want a lack of activity or too much of bad activity? Like, I don't know which would be worse to watch your club like to say, "Oh, we messed up. Give me this player back, or we're gonna sell this guy," or would you rather your club just sit there? I mean, at least our books are balanced. Like, what is this? Like the best part about this for me is I'm not in England, so like I won't have to deal with the repercussions of the ownership group losing their money. When these people lose their mind and riot, I can sit, yeah, well, like this is crazy. Like people will have every right to lose their mind because like yeah,
But this
yeah,
is
they suck.
Zubimendi's not done yet, guys. By the way, this whole Zubimendi to
This
Arsenal
is
thing
so
ain't done yet.
weird. This is
That
so
shit
weird.
ain't done yet,
So
bro. That was
weird.
a
It's
brief
so
of
weird.
all
And
briefs.
even
You guys got
and this is
sold on that brief. That shit is not done. He
it's
probably doesn't even leave
but
Spain.
but this is my thing with Zubimendi. Let him go to Arsenal because you know what the real problem is? You guys still haven't realized isn't good enough to fill the place that you left for Xhaka. You are still looking for a left 8 3 years later. That is your problem, and you still won't realize that when you get Zubimendi. So we'll have
I
the
think
same
he could
problem,
play left
and
eight,
you're
though.
not getting
I
any
think
left
he could
winger
play
that
left
scores.
eight, though.
He could play
I
left
think
8, but then you have Rice in the lone 6 again, and Rice is
yep.
shit at lone 6. We know you want Rice to be a lone 6 for a full season because
Nah,
Parker
I
and
don't know
Jorginho are
about
gone.
that.
By all means, let that happen. By all means, let that happen.
Bro,
I
still don't believe they're gonna have. I still don't believe Zubimendi's done. They busted they nut early, just like most of these clubs.
They balls to the wall for them. That's fine. It's okay.
And as for City, bro, and City ain't doing shit either, bro. Yo, I'm gonna be so honest. City ain't doing shit.
They can't
went
fix
and
that
bought
defense in 6
fucking
months.
full center backs. 19, bro. They went and bought 2 19-year-old center backs for 80 million total. Okay, and then they're gonna go to Frankfurt and say, here's 60 million for Marmouche, and Frankfurt's gonna spit on their money. Spit on it.
85.
They're gonna spit on their money, bro.
Yo, and
they're gonna spit on their money, bro. And we're gonna say, bro, but what have I been telling you since the beginning of this link? Frankfurt ain't gonna budge other than less than 80 million.
Yeah,
they don't do this shit. They don't play games with you with these Premier League teams. With anybody, they get their bread. They get their bread because they know the fucking wrath they would feel if they did sell that fucking guy in the middle of the season and not get good money for him. Because those fans in Frankfurt, they don't fucking play.
That's all they have. Yeah, that's all they have.
They don't play.
What are they doing? No.
They not fucking getting Marmouche. They not getting Marmouche, bro. They not getting Marmouche. I'm telling you this right now. They not getting Marmouche. And if they do, they spend an 80 million. 80 million. Guaranteed 80 million euros. 73 million pounds or whatever it comes out to. 80 million euros guaranteed. Shit ain't happening. They signed 2 center backs. One of them's 19. He plays in the same team that we watch every single week, who's actually playing right now, Esteval. I have it right here on the screen. Fucking watching Esteval right here. This kid ain't ready either. Kusanov, may get the most red cards in the league this year if he comes in and plays. He might get the most red cards in the league, bro, the way this guy plays. Had lost Central. Bro, this is going to be – you think they fix their shit? I'm telling you right now, they didn't fix shit. They didn't get no midfield. They think they're going to get – they thought they already fucking signed Marmouche. Marmouche ain't coming. Marmouche ain't coming, bro. And unless they drop the real bread, shit ain't coming. Guaranteed. Okay, guaranteed. Like I said, Frankfurt don't play. This guy has 30 GA already this season. 30 plus GA.
Mm-hmm.
He walked away with 3 GA just yesterday. Yesterday, he walked away from 3 GA. Mm-hmm. He ain't going nowhere.
Hey, the price of the brick going up.
Price of the brick staying. Ain't taking no discounts. None of that shit. Fuck you mean? That shit's staying at that price. You
it's
can't
going
fuck
up.
I know what I'm worth. I know what he's worth. I'm not selling him for less.
Saying it's going up. Hey, 6 GA in before the window's over, it's gonna be 85.90. I'm telling you, it's going up. They're gonna want add-ons too.
Yeah, no, they're gonna keep raising it as the window goes, because it's gonna come to the end of the window, and they're gonna be like,
they're gonna be like, well, we don't have time to get a replacement.
Yep.
How are we supposed to get a replacement before the window?
Yo, tax. My favorite saying, yesterday's price is not today's price, son.
Today's price. Thank you, Matt.
Yesterday's price ain't today's price.
Today's price.
You know it.
Not today's price.
You know it.
Pay up. Oh man.
You know it, son.
Yo, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah. I'm gonna close. I got a couple more things I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna close out myself. So I appreciate you, Lee.
All right, brother. Big ups. I'll
Take
talk
it easy,
to you a little bit later.
Good talking to you.
Man. Yes, sir. Liverpool in 36.
So I don't like this. This is I need to put myself in like a different situation. Whatever. All right. So reason why I'm doing this is because I'm just disgusted with the way that these sporting directors have moved. I'm just gonna be honest. Like this whole thing of us taking, literally, we're selling players. We're selling players that we just bought 6 months ago. They have to get a profit on every one. Otherwise, they should be, what are we doing here? Otherwise, what are we doing here? We have to get a profit on every single one they want to sell. Tolson's obvious profit, right? But every single one of them, they need to get a profit on. Everyone. As for a striker, if they decide to get Matthias Tell, I'm happy, but I'm not ecstatic. I really like this kid. Okay? I really like this kid. I really, really, really like this kid. Now, they didn't do anything special by scouting this kid, though. Okay? Everybody knows the talent of this kid. Everybody and their moms knows the talent of this kid. This kid has the level of talent where if he gets the runway, he can become one of the world's best players. He has that talent. He's that good. I think he's more of a striker than a winger, personally. His aerial win percentage as a winger is crazy. It's like 86% as an aerial win percentage. And as a striker, it's like in the 90s, which is crazy for a guy his height. He's not even that tall. He's like 9. He's like 6 foot. But like his ball striking is sensational. So like I don't mind it. But if this ownership group wants to fix this, they go get Victor Osimhen. If they want to fix this, they get Victor Osimhen. Because they shouldn't have walked away from that window without him. Period. They should have not walked away without him. Bro, I didn't want to say this, but he has the potential to be as good as Isak and come into this league and be as good as Isak. But the fact of the matter is you could get a proven guy and a proven leader, a guy who's led a team to a title. That's the type of guy you go and get that this young team needs around him. They need a guy who has the leadership qualities of that guy, bro. They need a guy who is going to drag the team through some tough times. And that's the type of guy you get with the mentality and the ego of an Osimhen. And this is why it's not necessarily just it's not necessarily when I talk about these players, it's not necessarily he's the greatest player ever and he has to play for us. And he has no flaws whatsoever. But when it comes to style of player, to what our team has, it is the perfect fit. You get this guy and everybody fears us again. Everybody fears us again. Do you understand? There's not a team in this league that does not fear us if we get that guy. You get Osimhen and everybody fears us. There's not a center back pairing in this league that's not going to fear us. Do you see what fucking Arsenal's back line does when Isak is in the box? They fear. They're tremble. They're in tremble. Did you see what they look like today? They were in tremble in that box. I don't know what's happened to Saliba in the last 8 months. You get a guy that puts the fear of God in people. But this ownership group don't look at things like that. They look at what's on the graph. These sporting directors look at graphs. That's all they're looking at. How much football they actually watch. And they're looking at graphs, bro. Who does this? Who does that? 98th percentile. See? 98th percentile. I love Tell. Victor Osimhen gets us 30 goals this year if with the type of players that we have right now. 30. I won't even doubt. With my eyes closed, I know he gets 30. My eyes closed. Bro, 30 goals that guy gets for us. He never scored 30 goals in his life, but he's never had creators like this in his life. Never. But here we are. Fucking Child Traffic FC, bro. That's what we are. Child Traffic FC. Fucking Group Home FC, son. That's what we are, bro. Bro, if they don't get a striker in January, the entire team should be sacked. Everybody. I'm going at heads. Everybody needs to be sacked. And bro, if it's the lap, bro, let them die on the sword of the lap. He better hit. That's what it is. He better hit. Period. You don't even need midfield cover. Bring one of the kids back. I believe in Leslie, and I believe in Andre Santos' talent even way more. Don't buy a midfielder. Bring one of the kids back. Facts. And if they sell Tosin, they better get another center back too. That's it. That's it, bro. That's it. Bro, I won't blame you, Torch. This has gotten to a point where I don't blame anybody for being annoyed from this whole shit. This whole shit needs to happen now. It's been 18 months. At least 12 months we've been screaming for it. At least I have. I've been sitting here screaming for another striker. 60-something, 62 million or something like that. They ain't selling Chris Wood though. But I'm gonna end it here, guys. I'm gonna go roll up and kick it for the rest of the night. Yo, I hope everybody has a great night. I appreciate everybody rolling through. Make sure you, if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. I appreciate everybody rolling through. Big up to everybody. We're gonna do another show. Well, I'll be on Ahmed's channel on Friday, but we're gonna try to do another show on the weekend. I'm gonna try to get another show up on the weekend. Just me fucking going in. Cause I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of this shit. These guys need to be fired. Win Stanley and Stewart out. Make sure you guys put that shit in the chat. Win Stanley and Stewart fucking out, bro. Win Stanley and Stewart out. And you guys know I always leave you fucking Kobe. R.I.P.
How much more do you want from me?
More.
How much more successful do you want me to be?
More successful.
How many records can my records break?
More records.
But I'm the best.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
What the does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
You're welcome.
What the is he talking about?
And Stanley and Stewart fucking out.